Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new week. So we haven't seen Peter in a little while, so let's see what he's up to today. Now, what's happening here is he has gone to school and the bell is ringing. Come, let me hear. And it's time for him and his friends to all run to the bus to go home. So they're all running. Here we go. And they jump into the bus one by one. Very good. And they close the door. The bus driver locks it. Good. And they put their seatbelts on. Good afternoon, Mr. Bus Driver. Come, let me hear. Good afternoon, Mr. Bus Driver. And the bus driver says, "Good afternoon, children." Good. And we hold our steering wheels and let's go. We're driving home now. And they get to Peter's house. Peter opens up the door. He jumps out. Close the door. Lock it. And he says, "Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver." And the bus driver says, "That's all right, Peter. I'll see you tomorrow." All right, and the bus drives away, and Peter runs to his mummy. Mummy's waiting at the front door. Very good, and he gives Mummy a big hug. "Hi, Mom." Good, give her a kiss. And Mummy says, "Hello, Peter." Good, and she takes him inside and she gives him a little snack. And the snack is a sandwich with some ham and some cheese and some tomato. And she also gives him a bit of fruit. He likes his apple, so she cuts up some apple for him and she gives him that and some juice. And then she says to him he can go outside and play a little bit until it's bath time. So he goes outside. It's a lovely day. It's not like today. The sun is shining, birds are singing, the grass is green, and he has a lovely, lovely afternoon. He plays with his soccer ball. He plays on his trampoline. He takes his cars. He's got some of those big cars, with the big wheels. And he drives them around in the sand and he makes roads. He has such a fun time. He's very good at playing by himself because he doesn't have any brothers or sisters. And then it's starting to get dark. So Mum calls him, "Peter, it's time for bath." Good. And Peter is so busy playing, he doesn't hear her. He's carrying on with his cars. And he's been building things with sticks and leaves and things, building garages and all sorts, and using stones and rocks. He's really being very creative. And Mum says, "Peter, it's bath time." And I want to hear the bath time. Let me hear. Bath time. Good. And Peter says, "Oh, sorry, Mom, I didn't hear you." Come, let me hear. "I didn't hear you." And so Peter runs inside to his mummy. And he's a little bit dirty. He's got sand on his skin and he's got dirty trousers and all sorts of things. But that's the way you should be if you're playing outside. You can't be clean. So he goes upstairs to have his bath. Very good. And he takes off his dirty clothes, put them in the wash, and he puts the plug in the bath. There you go. Little bit of cold water. Shh, feel it? Brrr. That's cold. Come, let me hear. That's cold. And hot water. Shh, feel it? Too hot, too hot. And he mixes it round all together and he puts in a little bit of bubble bath. Not too much. And this is going to make him smell like roses. And he steps very carefully into the bath. Good. And it's so lovely and warm. He takes some of the water in his hands. Splash, splash, splash. Little bit of soap on his sponge, and he rubs his face, his arms, his body, his legs, his feet, and more water in your hands. Splash, splash, splash. Oh, that's so nice. And then he decides to play a little bit. He's got some ducks and he's got a couple of sharks and things that he plays with. He's even got a boat with a little man that sits in it. And he plays with his things. And then he starts to get all wrinkly and crinkly. And he can smell, Mummy has made his favorite meal. Sausages and mashed potato. So he thinks now it's time to get out. So he steps out of the bath. There we go. He leaves the water in the bath because his mummy likes to save the water so she can use it to flush the toilet. It's always good to save water. So he leaves it there for her. And he dries himself with a towel. Dry your back. Oh, there we go. Dry the face. Dry everywhere. Now it's a little bit cold. So he pulls on his pajamas. There we go. Over the head. The pants. There we go. Slippers. Bloop, bloop. And a nice warm fluffy gown. Oh, that's so nice. Tie it there at the front. There we go. And he goes down the stairs, following the smell. Good. He sits at his table and he says, "What's for supper, Mummy? Is it sausage and mash?" And Mummy says, "Yes, Peter." And she puts the plate down in front of him and he can see there's also vegetables on the plate. Peas and carrots and sweet corn. And he looks at it and he says, "I don't like that. Come, let me hear. I don't like that." Don't forget the that. And Mummy says, "You will eat that, Peter. Otherwise, no ice cream." Peter really doesn't like the vegetables. Show me a sad face and a little bit cross. Mummy's making him eat it. But he must eat it, otherwise he won't get big and strong. Okay, so he takes his fork and he takes his knife and he cuts a little bit of the sausage first. This is very yummy. Put it on this side. And on this side. Swallow. And then he decides he's going to try his vegetables. So he takes his fork, puts some of it on the fork. This really doesn't taste nice. But then he thinks maybe if he has some of his vegetables with the sausage and with the mashed potato and a little bit of the gravy, maybe it will taste better. So he puts all together on the same fork, the vegetables with the sausage and the potato. Well, that's not bad. And he eats it all up. And he says, "Look, Mummy, I'm all finished." Good. And Mummy says, "Well done, Peter." Good. And she gives him a nice big bowl of chocolate ice cream. Take your spoon. Ooh, it's cold. And then he puts his spoon down and he licks the bowl. And Mummy says, "Peter, you are not a dog. We don't lick our bowls." "Sorry, Mom." And then he has a big yawn. And Mummy says, "Up to bed, Peter." And Peter says, "Can't I watch TV?" And Mummy says, "Oh no, it's too late." Peter's not happy about this, and Mummy says, "You can watch tomorrow afternoon." Good. And so Peter says, "All right." So he goes up the stairs and he gets to the bathroom. First he must brush his teeth. So he takes his toothbrush, zzz, zzz, and spit. Little bit of water. Check the teeth. Yeah, that looks good. And he goes to the toilet and then he goes and jumps into bed. Jump in. Good. Pull up the blankets. "Mummy, I'm ready." So Mummy comes up the stairs and she reads him a story. And before she's even got to the end of the story, Peter is fast asleep. Very good. Well done. So Mummy tiptoes slowly, slowly. She tiptoes out of the room. And she says, "Nighty-night, Peter. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite." Good. And she closes the door just so there's a little bit of light coming through so Peter doesn't get scared. And she goes down the stairs. Well done, everybody. That was excellent. So keep in touch. Next time I see you, we're going to do a little something else. Okay. Bye for now. Have a lovely day.